Home 12 podcast brought to you by Bet Nigeria, your home of bets. Boom! I am with great men and a great woman. Una know what they do here now. Anything when we say go make your belly sweet as we discuss football or those who know like Arsenal. Now yeah, the thing where they give you pressure based on the doings of Arteta. Now yeah, and the one where go give you joy based on the information where they carry come. Now yeah, let me go straight into the introduction, and I'm going to behave like a gentleman today. I'll start by my immediate right. This lady, anywhere when she see Ten Hag, she go tear in shirt. The man frustrated her to the point where she goes to shout, Ten Hag is after my life. Ten Hag is after my life. But we thank God. Even Amorim when don't come. Morning.
Hey.
Or something is happening. Joyce Williams! Joyce speaks. Yeah, are you still speaking?
I'm still speaking. Oh my
Help
God,
us speak to Rashford so that he can behave well in training. Ladies and gentlemen, by my extreme right is the Ogak Patakpata of them all. You know, say when we go there for viewing center, that year we go there to say, we pay 20 million to sign, we pay 15 million to sign. You know, if he beats me for my home, he's a perfect example of those that own and control. Baba na shareholder when it comes to football. And one thing when we like him and when they're passionate about now our own local league. No, me I no call it local, domestic league. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ogak of them all. Ogala! Director. Akpashe.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Good to be here. You're welcome, my Oga. And ladies and gentlemen, this man dazzles on the microphone. He mesmerizes you. He's the Ronaldinho when it comes to pidgin commentary. And he does speak English too, the law himself. The man who will quote the relevant sections to buttress his claim and tell you that he's speaking with facts. Unfortunately, the thing where Arsenal don't make it IC. If you see him, you see BP machine. Sawadinho! You're welcome.
Welcome to Boom.
Welcome to Boom.
Boom. With
So
Boom.
now, Bet Nigeria are the only people where we say, don't raise the bar. Now, maximum payout now 200 million naira. No need to they follow 10K. No need to they follow 100K. No need to follow 1 million. Wake up and boom, go for 200 million naira. Now only Bet Nigeria they run now.
Get explosive odds at random. Introducing Bet Boom. Get massive odds on any sports bet. However you play, singles, multiples, in play, Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now, only on Bet Nigeria.
Now let's get into it. We're going to begin first with the AFCON draws. And you know, some people don't come out talk, say, the way when we say these draws, they go. It be like, say, this time, it favor Nigeria. I go like ask, first, your immediate reaction to the draws and the Group C when Nigeria, they alongside Tunisia, Uganda, and Tanzania.
I think it was a fair draw all round. We didn't have like a group of death. There are tougher groups, no doubt, like the Morocco group and I think the South Africa group also, but it's also almost balanced. The Super Eagles group, any day, anytime, you would expect Super Eagles to be pitched against at least two teams that you expect them to beat on paper. So they've always had that favorable draw, But then take nothing away from these guys. African football, the gap has been breached over time. Comoros beat Ghana for Nations Cup. Equatorial Guinea top our group for the last AFCON. You understand? So don't write off Uganda, don't write off Tanzania. I know everybody will be like, Nigeria, Tunisia, automatic qualifiers, and then maybe a third place best team might come from that group as well. But I think all round it was a nice draw, and then again, the ceremony was quite beautiful.
We don't raise the bar for Africa. CAF, they try. So I'm just going to ask you, we understand that if we look at, teams in Africa and the quality of their players, we go fit decide, say, if these teams face each other for the group stage, now very, very tough competition. But like we don't talk, the group not really give us that group of dead. But I would just like to ask, looking at all the groups, which group would you consider an interesting group where you'll be paying more attention to? Make I even call them by the standard of group of death, which group you think say as it did like this, even be group of death? Joyce,
I think it has to be Group B. Egypt and South Africa have built a rivalry over the last couple of years. I think they South Africa knocked them out of the 2019.
Yeah, in their home ground.
I think they haven't won they've won just one out of their last 4 games against Egypt. Yeah, Egypt hasn't won against South Africa in their last 4 games. So that rivalry building up, like, we have to show these guys that. Then Angola too. Angola are not a small team either. I think in the last AFCON, Ghana finished where?
Last.
In their qualifiers.
No, did Ghana finish last?
Yeah, they
yes,
finished,
they
they
really
finished
In the last AFCON.
in the last
they were
AFCON
knocked
qualifiers.
out.
In the
finished
qualifiers.
third.
In the qualifiers, I think
they
they
finished
finished
with 2 points.
They finished
Was it qualifiers?
in the qualifiers.
Okay, no,
and they had Angola in that group too.
Yeah.
They finished.
I think Angola topped their group.
Yeah,
also.
yeah. Ghana is not coming to the AFCON.
they are not
Ghana no go. You don't go.
Ghana.
So
Ghana
that group
come.
is going to be a tough group.
Interesting.
If there's a group of death. That group is a group of death.
Interesting. Ogala.
Yeah, absolutely. I almost said the same thing. I think I had the same thing. Egypt, South Africa, Angola, Zimbabwe. It's really going to be tough. But I also think our Group D will give us something interesting. Senegal, DR Congo, Benin Republic. Benin Republic because of Genetro. You know, he's been there. He knows how to play the tournament. And I mean, he has done an amazing job with this Benin Republic side since he took over. I mean, you also want to talk about DR Congo. They've had decent runs in different AFCON now. Senegal champions in previous years. Maybe Botswana could be the weekend boys in that group. But I also think, the Group D will give us something interesting to talk about at the AFCON.
Interesting. So we're just going to pay attention. Hopefully, December 21st, 2025 will bring all the excitement as we celebrate Christmas for this part of the world. Our boys no go do
First AFCON, we no go
exactly.
there. We no go there Christmas.
Exactly. Make them do the thing where. Now, let's leave that and come back to, a team that excites a lot of Nigerians, Chelsea Football Club. We know say we don't get some Niger boys when play for there, Africans when they play there. Yeah. People they excited about that club. But it be like said they don't use their mouth, confess themselves, enter inside problem. From we are not title contenders. We only won 3 points. Now they don't fast and pray for that 3 points. Just one win in 7 games. Yeah. Do you think it's time to begin to scrutinize Maresca ball? Because that time when we say Chelsea they win, everybody thought say this coach. Now if I say the coach don't do the free trial when he carry come, the team don't expire. Is it time to criticize Maresca ball?
I was never carried away. Remember when they were second, I said they might not finish in the top 4.
Yes.
And I think it was Joyce that asked me who will finish in the top 4. I said Man City will still get into that top 4.
Man City.
Yes, then Man City was 6th or thereabout. I said Man City will still get into that top 4. And Chelsea might drop out of that top 4. And today they are in 6th. When they were saying they are not in the title race, they are not in the title race, they knew that run at the time was a fluke.
So they console themselves.
They knew.
Make it not pain them.
So they were just, trying to, let me just use sugarcoat it or cover it up. They knew that run was a fluke. The team never blend. The team never really did good. You understand? And that over-reliance on a few set of players, if they don't come up to the party, the team doesn't play. You're relying on Palmer. You're relying on the midfield duo of Caicedo and Fernandes, and it doesn't really work. The rest of the departments, nothing to write home about. Nicholas Jackson, Mikel Obi don't shout, I'm tired. He's not that guy. He's not the guy that will, give you the kind of Chelsea performances he used to have under Didier Drogba and the other strikers up front. You understand? So when these other few guys that you rely upon, and then I have a problem with Enzo Maresca not playing João Felix. In my opinion, he's a fantastic footballer. You've got to find a way to fit him into the team. João Felix, Christopher Nkunku is also a good player. I don't know why these guys are not playing, or they're saying limited playing time. You're relying on Neto and all of that. No disrespect to Neto. He's a fantastic player. But if I have Neto, I have Nkunku, I have Christopher, João Felix, I'll find a way to play all of them. Noni Madueke should not be playing ahead of João Felix in my ratings. Noni Madueke should not be playing ahead of Christopher Nkunku. Don't tell me if they're playing the same positions or not. Chelsea has talented players. But I said, I think in the last episode one of the episodes, that the difference between a success and a failure of a team is the ability of the coach to make them click. And I use Nuno Espirito Santo, what he's doing at Nottingham Forest, how he has clicked Olaino and the rest of them. If Chelsea has that kind of manager, Maresca was looking like he has the potential to do that, but unfortunately, he's not doing it. So I'm not surprised that they are 6th. I think they will even go further down the table. You
I
understand? I'm
don't
not
think
surprised
so.
that they are 6th at this time.
Okay, so he says he's not surprised that they are 6th. I don't think you are surprised that they are 6th, but you don't think they'll go further down on the table.
I don't think they're going to go further down on the table because of the people that are ahead of them. Those other ones are still going to drop points, but I think Chelsea fans deserve to be mad because look at their run of games like towards the beginning of the season. They only lost to Man City and Liverpool, and then they faced their first defeat was in the Carabao Cup against Newcastle. After the game against Newcastle in that Carabao Cup, they went on an 11 games unbeaten. Then they faced Everton. That is where everything just started to fall apart. Like you already said, you can't spend over $1 billion and you have
Pounds.
£1 billion.
Put his surname there.
£1 billion.
Sterling.
And your first goalkeeper was Brighton's third choice goalkeeper. That is not heard of.
Is it not a case of time and chance?
No, there's no time and chance. It's not good enough. I think one day I was just scrolling through the internet. I saw a compilation of one of the teams that they play against, and it was just compilation of Sanchez's errors that led to goals. Errors. Then in front of you, you have somebody that cannot put the ball in the back of the net in Jackson. What is that guy doing in Chelsea? This is not even hate to Chelsea at all. That guy is not Chelsea standard. Mikel Obi said it in the beginning of the season and was bashed for it. Now, all Chelsea fans can actually see that Mikel Obi was right. Why has Chelsea not gotten into the transfer market this January and gotten a striker?
After spending $1 billion.
It doesn't...
Excess players.
No, they have excess players, but how many strikers? Nkunku is not going to be given the opportunity. It looks like... He even said he wants to go at this point.
Yeah, I think Bayern are coming for him.
So why wouldn't I go when I know that Maresca is not going to play me in my position? When you have Jackson that is not scoring, and I'm not going to play.
Interesting. So, Ogala, I think we have overflogged this Chelsea issue. But one particular issue that I would like you to share your thoughts is Spurs. Because he'd be like, say, if somebody is going, that manager, don't they near the exit door?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you look at Spurs on the table. You're not going to say, Spurs is an outstanding team. The truth is, they have had, some good players and they have done well. But where Spurs is currently, on the log is a very bad place.
Absolutely. I agree with you. I mean, 24 points from 23 games is terrible. Just 7 points, above bottom 4. And I think the most disappointing part or most disappointing result for them in their inconsistencies and is losing to Leicester City at home. I mean, it is the height of it. I mean, you're losing to...
And they scored first.
I mean, it's really poor. I mean, the manager came with a lot of, vibes. At some point, he had run of games. This
and
thing happens
in
in
his
league.
second season, he always wins.
I mean, this happens in league where Sawadinho is calling it fluke. People usually have this good run, in the season. It is how much, you maintain that consistency and that form, that will really determine where you will finish, in the league. And it's really terrible. I mean, the point they've accumulated and the point they've dropped, losing to Leicester City at home, dropping some crazy point at home, and then you want to finish top in the league. I mean, it's difficult. I think the manager has come with a lot of hype and he's not meeting up with Tottenham standard. Tottenham, over the years, have been able to finish top 4, top 5, been in Europe almost every time for a couple of years, and it's looking as if, I mean, they've joined Man United in the relegation battle right now. And it's really, really bad.
So let me give you a stat that will shock you. After 10 games last season, Tottenham had more points than they have after 23 games this season.
It's terrible.
They had 26 points after 10 games last season. They were on top of the table. They were 2 points ahead of Arsenal. 26 points. Now they have 24 points from 23 games. 2 points less than they had after their first 10 games last season.
Interesting. I don't want to sound like a doomsday prophet, but I want to ask, do you think that the next, say, 5 games will be very crucial for the Spurs manager? And if he doesn't do something decent with that team, he would lose his job?
5 games is too far. The next game. But I don't want to sound as if I'm supporting Ange Postecoglou, but you also have to take into cognizance that they have had a lot of injury problems to their key players.
Yeah.
Bradley has been injured. Madison in and out. Shulanki has been injured. When your core players are injured,
his interpreter was injured yesterday.
Injury don't affect
the guy was talking and he started to cough because even my interpreter
don't injury. Wow.
And Son, who has been the leader of that team since Kane left,
His son is not shining any
the
longer.
sun is not shining. So That's just the excuse I'm going to make for him.
The excuse he has is that the fans are more angry towards Daniel Levy than himself.
Yeah.
That's his saving grace.
But Levy, but I ain't Levy go sacrifice her.
Yeah, Daniel Levy has actually
Well, you can't fight to the top.
has actually ruined that team over the years. He has ruined that team.
Well, they built a fantastic stadium.
Well, fantastic stadium with
Well,
you can go back to the stadium and cry. Every home game you cry. It's okay. Now, talking about one team that we thought would cry, but they know they cry. Although all the parties when they involved know they cry because our boy, Victor Ologo Olushosu, they banging goals. But Napoli self, they win 5 out of 5. And it appears like, Victor Osimhen has become a distant memory.
now Conte now.
See, that marriage, I said it here. That marriage is made in heaven.
Which one?
Conte. Lukaku.
Yes, now.
It's made in heaven. I like managers that if they are moving, they already know their material.
Yes, they know what fits.
They know what they want. That was why I said it here when that Osimhen saga was going on. I said, Conte no need this guy. If Conte need them,
He go stay.
he go stay.
Yeah.
Conte already knew that Lukaku's best season in Inter Milan was under Antonio Conte. You understand? So he already knew the players he wanted. Look at the players he collected. Scott McTominay. See how that guy they play right now. Look, what's his name? Lukaku. He even sacrificed Quara. Quara is in PSG now.
Tell us they go.
They go. See my guy.
Came in against
Zambo Anguissa.
Yeah.
Look at how the guy is
Yeah.
playing. So Conte, the man knows the league in and out.
He knows. He does.
So he's not that kind of a player that you would come and hold to ransom. You know, that, I was a high school scorer 2 seasons ago, last season, and all that.
So what?
About for your pocket too. You understand? Quara, I'm the highest assist or whatever.
No.
For your pocket.
Say make you go. Even Quara no see Ilori.
You know,
for PSG last game. But it's all good. Like we said, Napoli winning, Galatasaray winning, Osimhen outstanding. Who saw that iconic photo of 4 players
Trying to make it.
Wait, they want to take
They want to
Now,
see the
stop
guy.
him now.
They want to see the guy. They want to see the guy clothes. Say he won't care. He lost anywhere. So we wish Napoli all the best. We wish.
I know they wish them all the best, so they beef them. But normally, like Sawa said, I mean, Conte is experienced. Even when you go Chelsea that year,
Yeah.
2-3 at the back, they play the Moses for right. So
Yeah.
Moses was not even a starter.
they play before
Nobody
Conte
expected
come.
Moses to play.
Yes, I
But
come
the
from back
moment
Moses. So
he-
now the kind of manager if you will league that to be that. You're going to a club, you start what you need, and you get those players and then to
Exactly.
help you out. So it's interesting to see what he's building. But at the end of it, I say then we'll see messages that they build on.
Interesting. So remember, Bet Naija don't up the ante. 200 million, 9 be maximum payout. Why go for 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, even 1 million? Go for 200 million. Wake up to boom. Wake up and start chasing your dreams. Go on top of Bet Naija. And also, please subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Remember, we dey encourage una to drop comments. Yes, suggestions. If we pick and can't discuss them for here, you just might win from the pool of 250,000 naira. Not only Bet Naija they run am. Bet Naija won't reward everybody for thinking. They reward you for punting. They reward you for winning. They reward you. Only Bet Naija. Welcome to Bet Boom, where we share the most impressive Bet Boom slips. Now, tickets that are boomed on Bet Naija stand the chance to win up to 1 billion naira. What you know what 1 billion be? 1 billion naira. So what do they wait for? Just play. Just fold your arms. Make Bet Naija boom am for you and you go win. Now, Bet Naija no dey do cho. Hey, we are going to no evidence day. And I go give una tickets where we say, don't boom. And the money, make una know say na Bet Naija na dey run am. So this punter staked 10,000 naira on 28.89 odds to win 303,383 naira. The punter just look, I get this 10K, make I put am, make I win this money, make I take and buy fuel, pay for security levy, do this, do that. Bet Naija Conte say, you have been a very good boy. Let's boom this ticket. Get what Bet Naija boom am to. Guess what Bet Naija boom am to. From that 303,383 naira when he supposed to win, that ticket was boomed to 3,033,837 naira 14 kobo. Bet Naija go give you your kobo on top of that money. Imagine say you won't win 300,000. They come boom am to 3 million. Now only Bet Naija they run am. Now, this other punter staked 700 naira on 101.71 odds. What he supposed to win? 121,033 naira 20 kobo. What he Bet Naija do? Bet Naija talk say, no, we are gonna boom it for you so that you go know say now we the runner. Bet Naija boomed that particular winning to 1,210,332 naira 2 kobo. Imagine from 121 to 1 million plus. Boom! Now Bet Naija the runner. This punter staked 6,000 naira on 173 odds to win 1,038,000 naira. What he Bet Naija do? They boom am to 2,076,000 naira. Boom! Then finally, this guy just looks like get 1K. What have you use this 1K do? Make I put him on 6 odds to win 6,000 naira. Bet Naija talk say, we will shock you. Take 1-0. The guy say, hey. Take another 0. The guy say, hey. From 6,000 to 600,000 naira. Now only Bet Naija they run am. Boom, 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 boom. What are you waiting for? Go stake and just fold your arms. Wait, make Bet Naija boom your ticket. And remember, bet responsibly. 18 plus only. Now only Bet Naija they run am. Boom, 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 boom. Welcome to Punters Corner. My punters are going to wear their thinking cap and we will delve into the conversation so you would learn from this conversation. Whether you agree with us or not, it no matter. Share your thoughts. If you disagree strongly with some of the views shared here, share your own. Now the beauty of the conversation be that. And let's begin first with, two people who know they see eye to eye. I'm not even sure say they don't see each other. Amorim and Marcus Rashford. Every time he says Marcus Rashford, he's not seeing what he wants in training. Before I even go into the question, make I ask you, if manager say he not they see what he want from player for training, what do you mean? So why you play ball? If manager say he know they see what he want, you they come training, you they follow your peers they train, but manager say he know they see what he want. What do you mean by that?
Okay, well, different managers, have different patterns. Just like we say in local parlance, every abuki within kettle. Different managers have different playing pattern. You understand? That he's not seeing it in Rashford doesn't mean Rashford is a terrible player or a bad player. But probably there's a way he wants Rashford to make his runs. There's a way he wants Rashford to go after the balls. Maybe he wants him to be present at the second balls, or he wants him to, different patterns. You understand? So maybe that is what he is not seeing.
So Rashford know the year word.
No, be say
this
Rashford
is somebody who I will not call him a top striker, but now person who don't play ball for a very long time.
Sawa is trying to be diplomatic.
Sawa, you're trying to be diplomatic. No, I'm not trying to be diplomatic.
Rashford is a bad player.
No, wait, now let me tell you something. No.
All right, go.
Mourinho,
Yeah.
Mourinho, Coach Rashford, right?
Yes.
Now, Mourinho was asked a question, and Mourinho said, as a wide player, as blah, 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 Rashford is a good player. They asked him if he sees him playing as a centre forward. He said no. Do you understand? That he cannot flourish as a centre forward.
He has also played out wide.
I know. I totally get
Waiting
that's what I'm
numbers.
saying. Whatever this man said is not saying. This is Rashford that literally carried Manchester United, was it 2 or 3 seasons ago, with his goals.
One fluke
you
season.
understand?
One season out of
One
10.
fluke season. Everyone will tell you.
Is Rashford a bad player? Is that
He's not a bad player. He's not.
Okay.
No. Rashford.
Yeah.
He's a bad player. He had just one season, right?
Okay.
Listen to Evra. Evra will tell you at United, you don't give one season. If you want to be called United legend, you stay long in season. You have to have consistency.
The season he burst onto the scene.
For how many seasons has he stayed? With his wages?
10.
With the hype?
Yes.
I mean, with all the benefit as a Man United player. Sawa. See, Ruben is saying what previous manager
I've said.
I said. I mean, Mourinho was just be diplomatic. And Mourinho, if you notice, he was just trying to say, oh, this guy's not a centre forward. I'd rather manage him playing out wide. If Mourinho stayed longer at United, he go pursue Rashford.
You can't
be on that big wages. You're dropping terrible performance week in, week out. Then you come in 2 games, you go off again in 7 games. This is United, for Christ's sake. You want to wear United badge, you drop in consistent performance every weekend. Ruben knows what he's talking about.
Interesting. So, who do we think because power don't jump power, and one person must bow. Who you they look say now go bow for this particular confrontation? Who they see? Amorim, the manager, or Rashford, the Mancunian that is loved by so many
He's
people.
on his way out already now. He's on his way out. I mean, the manager said he would rather play his goalkeeper coach
Oh, more that talk.
than play someone that is not giving his maximum.
Exactly. That's
And,
what
and the thing is, he has the backing.
of who?
The manager has the backing.
The manager will have the
He has the
backing
backing of the
But I think about outside performance, maybe there's something. Maybe there's more outside performance. We know Rashford has dropped terrible performance week in, week out. But for Ruben to say he has to play, I mean, it's a very
That's all get as CBO.
He gets
go
so
play your goalkeeper trainer.
There might be more. You know, as a new
What
manager.
if Man U just looking at cutting wages?
It's not just that.
No, but if you want
It's not
to,
even just that.
Or justify it
It
now.
just be like when Pep enter back. You come in, you see some players
Big name like Eto'o and the rest of them.
bigger than the team. You have to take them
ego,
off.
yes.
The ego,
Yes.
the arrogancy. You have to maybe Rashford fell into that category, but I think it's more than the performance, because if not, Rashford will still come in and have this fluke performance week in, week out. But it's not that terrible to the extent of saying you're going to play a goalkeeper ahead of him.
Moreover, he's not the darling boy of English football again.
Anymore.
He's no longer.
Anymore.
Yeah.
You
He's
know,
no
they
Amorim
share
has
it
already
again.
said that it's not as if he's not a talented player. He's a good player. He's not that bad. Rashford is not an average player. He's a good player on his day. But when
How
that
many
they know,
days?
How many days now? Now when you go out of club now, you think you're clear.
and it's also clear that this thing is not just is an attitude problem. And that attitude problem, if we had kept Mourinho and let him just throw away the pure waste, Mourinho wanted Pogba off that team. He wanted Rashford off that team. But no. The Glazer said no. I wanted to keep them. Look at the two players now. Where's Pogba? Where's Rashford? Where are those two people? Now Amorim
Pogba return.
for we in America they go.
Match.
He's going to America. There's no way. Nobody's touching him. He's going to America.
let him just go and make that move.
Let him go and make that move.
Come back
There's
again.
nothing he can do again.
Now he get person when we say as he don't hit from now, people don't come to talk say yes. This is who we expected. This is the Mbappe that we are talking about. Now, very, very scary stats. 19 games, 15 goals, 2 assists. Baba Mbappe know they use IC post now. Now, is this the Mbappe that Real Madrid fans were praying for earnestly and struggling anxiously to get into their club? And with the form when this guy did now, is it safe to say that Real Madrid will dominate? Not be say anybody don't collect that from them. They want to. Okay, let me know.
They want to over-dominate.
We consolidate.
Dominion.
Yes. Consolidate on their dominion over club football in Europe.
Oh well, his quality was never in doubt.
Exactly.
His quality was never in
absolutely.
doubt.
True.
I mean, the good thing is that I keep making reference to previous editions of our shows. Because we've talked about Mbappe before, and then we also reminded people that Ronaldo's first season at Real Madrid was not one of his best seasons. And Mbappe was only just coming into the league. The pressure of, the world was expecting someone that has played in 2 World Cup finals, won the World Cup at 18, he's the next golden boy, blah, 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 although he's falling short in winning the individual awards. He was always going to blossom. The league is just a little bit above halfway line, and he's putting in his numbers. He might even put in better numbers than I think Ronaldo scored 26 in his first season in the league, which was one of his fewest ever in the league. And Mbappe is looking like he will put up that number as well. He's beginning to score, the confidence is beginning to return and all of that. And if he hits that form, and then he has good players around him. He has no reason to struggle. Jude Bellingham is supplying and all of that. Rodrigo is back. Vinicius
is
also
happy.
and all of that. They are beginning to share the goals amongst themselves. I think Mbappe will be fine. And I think it will be, it's always been a good business for Real Madrid in my opinion.
Interesting. Now, there's somebody people are saying fear in return. Pep Guardiola. Now we're seeing Man City, the team has improved in the league. Although, Sawa, they are coming for you. And I know you will not like this. But is it possible for Pep Guardiola to pull off the biggest comeback in his managerial history? Even in the history of managerial football. And Man City will win the Premier League in 2024-2025.
I think they are 16 points.
12 points.
12 points.
Yeah.
The highest I've ever heard of in my lifetime Okay, I wasn't born that time, but the highest I've ever heard of is
Wow.
Arsene Wenger.
So we don't hold now. In your lifetime, our whole lifetime, we are ancient of this. No problem. Continue.
The highest I've ever heard of is Arsene Wenger over Manchester United and Manchester United over Newcastle in '93.
Oh, 96? Was it 93?
I think it was
93, 94.
Yeah, it was
Newcastle.
93. Yeah, it was Newcastle. So
Was it
I don't.
Newcastle or Blackburn?
I think it was
Blackburn
Newcastle.
194.
It was Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Yes.
Man U
I think that was
taking
one of
over
our
Newcastle.
first.
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
our first
In the Premier League
in the
era,
Premier
man.
League era. Yeah, it was like 12. It was 12 points difference in Newcastle and Manchester United, and Manchester United still went on to win the trophy in that 93-94 season. The thing, I'm not doubting Pep's genius. I'm just doubting if that set of players still has it in them to actually go forward and overturn that kind of deficit. I don't think they do. They do. But I actually think they have a better chance of finishing second than Arsenal winning the league.
Finishes okay. The Arsenal win.
Yes,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah, of
Arsenal,
course, of course.
Arsenal won win league
Yes.
before. Arsenal don't even win league now.
Ah, so why you go
Wait,
there?
Arsenal don't even
Yes,
win
they
league.
have.
Sir. But
Finish.
Yeah, but for Man City, I don't think they will win the league. I mean, 12 points is huge. Liverpool,
Still have a game in hand.
yes, and then Liverpool, always they drop consistent performance. In
Yes.
recent games, they've dropped points. But I mean, if you want to win the league title, like Sir Alex will tell you, don't give me 4 goals. If you go away tough game, give me 1-0 and give me the 3 points. So Liverpool have shown it in some tough games. Just try to get the 3 points. You keep it, and then yes, I mean like she said, you can't dispute what Pep can do, but I don't think the squad has got it. Some of them are aging, injuries. So I don't think they have the squad to push and win the league title. I still feel it is Liverpool title to lose, but to lose to who? Not Arsenal and not Man City.
Sawa, 2 shots
Arsenal not
fired.
win league now.
2 shots. Say it easier for Man City to finish second than for Arsenal to win the league.
First of all,
to
Man
who?
City.
Who will Liverpool lose to?
first-
Arsenal is not even a contender. Sawa, will you take this?
Well, I can take it because Arteta is Arteta in. Arteta is Arteta
What
in.
is Jackie
You
Arsenal?
understand? But then again, first of all, Man City will not finish second. Second of all, the title is Arsenal's to lose.
Which Arsenal?
I said something here in December that by this time Liverpool's lead on top of the table
You said a lot
should
of
not.
things. You
wait,
said a
now,
lot of things in December.
I'm bringing it
Start
back.
from the ones
Wait,
when
now,
you
let
talk,
me-
when
now
you
this,
enter.
now this one no enter now.
Okay.
Liverpool's points by now is not supposed to be up to these 5 points or 6 points. that
How
it
many
is.
points now?
Arsenal drop. You know how many games Arsenal drop points?
No, tell us what will be the point difference
It's 6
now.
now. It's 6.
With
It's
a
6.
game in hand.
It's 6. Forget game in hand. Forget game in hand. You never win. I mean, they play against Everton. Everton get new coach, David Moyes, and all of
So
that.
now
They
what
play
do
that
you-
match against.
Now what
do they hope for?
Now what did they hope for?
Now
Na
they
Derby,
hope on
na
that.
Derby.
Na Derby.
Okay.
Na Derby.
They give yourself hope.
They
They give
go
yourself
flog
hope.
Everton, eh?
Arsenal have games in hand. How many they win? You
Nah,
understand?
nah,
Arsenal is different.
You know, so
Nobody's
Arsenal is
expecting anything
different.
from Arsenal.
So Arsenal, now then they do themselves. If they go drop point against Brighton.
Yep.
If they go drop,
Yes, sir.
remember I don't tell them I say I don't mind losing to the big boys. Those things are for bragging rights.
for the small
But when
boys.
you
Yes.
catch West Ham, Fulham, Nottingham, ham those guys.
You don't get the points.
Arsenal
How
they
you want
ham
to win
those
league?
guys. That be the problem. Arsenal have not dropped good points to the big boys. The one where they draw against Liverpool, you expect that kind of game to end for draw. As a matter of fact, Liverpool escaped that game. The one where they draw against Chelsea, Chelsea was celebrating. Kai Havertz and Trossard missed 95th minute opportunity. So, but then you can't go to lose to Bournemouth, lose to or drop to Brighton, drop to Fulham, and all of those things. You
And you
understand?
won't win league.
And you won't win league. Well, they will still do it. They will still do it because Liverpool will still do it. Man City don't go collect Omar Mamouche. He has replaced Alvarez now.
Yeah.
And then he's coming with a better quality than Julian Alvarez. Remember, I told you Omar Mamouche earlier this season that he's one guy that I think will challenge Ademola Lookman for African Footballer of the Year. They can't do the comeback. It's Arsenal's title to lose.
Okay, interesting. Let's just allow you calm down. You feel better now. I've been breathing and breathing out. Now let's talk about AFCON. December 21st, 2025. Up until the 3rd week of January 2026. Looking at the teams in Africa and the quality of players, just one answer. Who you think say go win the AFCON?
It's tough.
Super Eagles.
It's tough.
Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Yeah, I mean, we should say Super Eagles, but it's tough. Are they seeing between Morocco, Senegal, and Nigeria?
Morocco, Senegal,
Because
Nigeria.
now Morocco title to lose.
Yeah.
Our last AFCON overhyped. I mean, they messed up. I think Austin brings some advantage, and they have a very good team, good coach. But
And we've seen what support can do to them.
yes,
At the World Cup, they had a massive
and their support for North
Yeah.
Africa. Before you go fit beat them, only maybe they get bad and all those things. And the thing work for Cote d'Ivoire for final. So with the
Exactly.
experience, if you use that fan support, you know, if you don't talk to Nigeria for here, they feel drag us.
But I
Say we
mean-
don't support Super Eagles.
many-
but I feel like it's Morocco title to lose.
How many home countries don't win AFCON?
Well, some home countries.
Yes,
don't.
no,
Nigeria
not.
Nigeria
I mean,
don't host
see, this
now.
Morocco team, not be even about the home team. They have a good team.
They
You
have
know,
a
what
team.
happened at AFCON was just, most of this. I think maybe they just
Home
directed,
countries
you
the
know.
host, Nigeria hosted 81. Tunisia hosted, South Africa hosted 96-1. What's this guy's name that Egypt? I think Egypt hosted 98 and
And
1.
Cote d'Ivoire was the one
they
who sent one. And to be on, and that final, where would they?
The crowd.
That crowd, they part of
Wow.
it.
No be
Because
like-
even we say when they,
yeah.
our leg they shake.
shake.
Imagine the players.
Wow.
So the only thing I say, as we concede 1-1, I tell Puja, I say we don't lose this final. If you just concede for that kind of environment,
Yeah.
it will
Yes,
break.
very
So
hostile.
and Morocco, their energy for their fans.
No,
eh?
I think it's
Not-
Morocco's
not
title.
African.
to-
Yes, I think I do.
Morocco's
So
title.
maybe Super Eagles will do the shocker.
But
Morocco,
it's a
Super
tournament
Eagles.
football. So
Yeah.
expect something from
All
the
right,
Super
Morocco,
Eagles.
Morocco, Super Eagles. You feel also drop your comments. So who do you think will win AFCON 2025? Share your comments. Now let's move to early predictions in the English Premier League. 23 games down, 15 to go. Who do you think is positioned or poised at this point to win the EPL 2024-2025?
Sawadinho,
Deceive yourself. Yeah, deceive yourself, sir.
In a struggle. He won't talk Arsenal, but he might say don't do it.
I will say it.
They play.
If Arsenal signs a striker this January,
Which January?
With January.
Where the striker where you go sign?
wait now. I say if. Now make
Who
if.
na one side?
If you
Julian
sign striker,
Okosa.
if you sign Lokosa na striker. So wait till we say me the sign striker.
If Arsenal signs, let's say, any of the victors, whether Osimhen or Gyökeres, or even Benjamin,
Ibu Anichebe.
even my namesake, Benjamin Sesko, if Arsenal signs any of these guys, even though Arsenal signs
Sesko.
somebody like Ademola Lookman this January, Arsenal will win the league.
All the names when you
January.
call na people wey una no fit sign. So mo just agree say una
No,
no
we
fit
can
People
actually
where
activate.
they-
We can
they
actually
do well in
activate
their
Benjamin
various-
Sesko's
Is
release
Sesko good
clause.
enough? Sesko is not good enough.
It's not about being good
not
enough.
good
Is
enough.
he better than Havertz?
So Arsenal.
okay.
we just need somebody better than Havertz as a
So
finisher.
for you, your early prediction: Arsenal, in case they sign any
If Arsenal
Any
signs
Victor.
a striker this season
that is better than
that is
Havertz.
better than Havertz, Arsenal will win the league.
If they're not
Alright.
sign, go.
If they don't sign, we won't win the league.
Joyce.
They even
Liverpool
need-
will win it.
They need more than a striker. Who is playing Saka's position?
Leave that
Is Saka
one,
coming
eh?
back?
Leave that
Martinelli
one.
is there doing
Martinelli will
rubbish.
play there.
Can you imagine? Is Martinelli good enough?
One
your
is
early
It's
prediction,
Liverpool,
your early
Liverpool,
prediction.
Liverpool is winning. It pains with the series as a Man United fan, but it's Liverpool's title to lose.
Oh,
Ogala.
it's true. It's
They're not,
Man
they're not
U.
the price bread now. Now Liverpool.
Chai.
It's Man U in the league.
It's Man U in the
Wow.
league.
Eh?
Is Man U still
You
in
don't
the
hear
league?
that
Man,
from the
you
office
get their own. They get their own league for
No,
now.
No, answer.
Okay.
Is it not sad that you cannot even mention?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Your team, when they mention, I know they do anything. I beg.
All right. Okay. So, I mean, it's interesting that nobody has even mentioned Manchester City because the truth be say, normally for this kind of conversations, Man City must stay there.
But they won't win it.
But they won't win it.
It's not
And I would
possible.
like to
They
ask, do you think that Arsenal can halt this Man City's resurgence now? What they talk about?
Yeah.
Now, in the next game now.
Yes.
Now, next game, now they home
Yes.
against Man City.
Yeah, it's a straight win for Arsenal.
Hey.
Arsenal.
It's a straight win, like with full confidence. Havertz will pay for that. Stay humble. He will be humbled on was it Sunday or Saturday? Havertz will be humbled.
Haaland.
You understand? I mean, I say Havertz. Haaland will be humbled. You understand? It's a straight win for Arsenal. City have a respite now because of Omar Mamouche. I've been a huge Omar Mamouche fan. You know, I've said I can't stop talking about the guy. I think he can cause damage to any defense. You understand? But I think if the Arsenal defenders are fit, Calafiori looks like he's back. Saliba, if he's not injured, Gabriel, Timber, if that back four is fit and complete, then I think they would keep them quiet, both Mamouche and Haaland. So it's a straight win for Arsenal against Manchester City. And this will be the first time that we'll see Arsenal have a very comfortable win against Manchester City, like 3 goals up front. You know, it'll be the very first time we'll see Arsenal. I didn't talk now, that is I say, go carry your money better for Bet Naija. I talk
comfortable win against Man City.
Comfortable win.
So if Arsenal don't win that match, what make we do you? You
go buy lunch for Nike. I go buy lunch for Nike.
Okay. So what do you think, Joyce?
You know what is funny to me is that the fact that Arsenal needs a striker and it's Man City that is getting a striker that has already scored 15 goals this season. If you combine Havertz and Martinelli goals, you never reach 15.
Without a striker, Arsenal scored 91 goals last season.
That's in the past.
91 without a striker.
That's in the past. They didn't win anything without a striker. They are scoring goals.
Man U, they are deficit. Man U, the goals when they concede.
You are scoring goals that are worthless. Your goals are not taking you anywhere. All these goals now, you don't even win anything. It's just goals. Goals that we have forgotten. Now, the goals now, you have failed to find it this season.
Whether Ateta or Josh Kroenke.
No, but
this insult is too much.
But Ogala, let me ask you, do you think that by any chance, I know it's football, do you think that by any chance, this confidence when Sawa gets, say Arsenal go beat Man City, say now as he take talk and then we go see him.
I think he's just deceiving himself, you know, Arsenal fan trying to find hope. I mean, you mentioned the fact that you don't have a striker that will get you the goals. You're not talking about someone that had crazy people that can get the goals, you know. So and you know how Pep, you know, they always prepare for big games, you know.
Yes,
Pep they cherish big game, even if he lose those big game, you see that they always vex, and then Alan still get
lose to Man U.
The way to say you no go like him, and Alan still get Mata to settle with Ateta. He won't go show say he no be humble guy. So I don't think it's going to be an easy win for us now.
Interesting.
Will it be a win for us?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be a draw anyways.
A drawn game.
Yes.
All right. No wahala. You feel also tell us what you think of that particular game. Arsenal versus Manchester City. Both teams are really very big teams in the English Premier League, and we expect, you know, an intense and very, very interesting game. You don't promise her lunch. Make you no come here.
Easy ride. Easy.
All right, no wahala. Subscribe to Bet Naija on YouTube at Ego Beguna. Remember, if you dey share your comments, suggestions, we carry and come here, come discuss. You go stand a chance to win from the pool of 250,000 naira. We know they talk, not be church, we dey do am. People they win. So why you go just dey viewing center? They sweat, they argue, they shout for what they happen for the United Kingdom or for what they happen for Spain. Meanwhile, if you just come here, watch, drop comments and chop out of 250,000, go and do it quickly. Now Bet Naija 90 run. Boom. Welcome to the Hot Tip segment where we take a look at some of the interesting games this weekend in the English Premier League. One game I am very certain a lot of people would look forward to would be Chelsea-West Ham. That game na game when we say, aside from saying a derby, Chelsea go want to do everything when they do to see say Stamford Bridge, you know, they crumble. Then there's also Manchester United against Crystal Palace. We remember the first leg, the goalkeeper, now he stand between them. This time around, it be like say Palace the hot. And then there is Arsenal at home against Manchester City. In the La Liga, Atletico Madrid play host to Real Mallorca, and Barcelona are at home against Alaves. In the Serie A, hot stuff. Atalanta, Torino, AC Milan, Inter Milan, and Roma against Napoli. In the German Bundesliga, Bayern Munich against Holstein Kiel and Bayer Leverkusen at home against Hoffenheim. These guys go score 2-0. Their fans not the rest. You go score 2 goals, then you go just refresh, you go see 2-2. What if they worry Bayer Leverkusen? Maybe they need Victor Boniface so that at least they fit score 4 before the other people go score 2.
Get explosive odds at random. Introducing BetPool. Get massive odds on any sports bet, however you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now, only on Bet Naija.
Welcome back to the Home Turf Podcast. This is the Shop Banker segment. For those of una wey chop from the last odd wey we drop, una no come back, can't thank us. Some people just lock up. If now one cut, now people go come to say, one game cut it. Now when you don't win, what you don't come do? No problem. We go arrange the games. We go serve them as the hot. Put your money, go on top of Bet Naija. I did very sure say you go win. Now let's look at some of these games and just vote on how we would want the outcome to be so that we can go and punt. Nottingham Forest versus Brighton. These are two teams where we say, they reach each other. Nottingham been they give us joy. Beat Newcastle like who thief original charger. Then Bournemouth can't catch them, can't beat them. We can't the shock say
collect the charger back.
Collect the charger back. So, but how do we vote?
That's a goals
Nottingham
game.
Forest, Brighton.
That's a
goals game. So we do over 1.5.
Okay, safe.
Over 1.5. Okay. Then there's Bournemouth versus Liverpool. Bournemouth at home against Liverpool.
Bournemouth to win either half.
Bournemouth to win either half.
Don't mind this one. This one will make us and win league. No, don't follow him out.
He won't make Liverpool drop points.
But Bournemouth they score. Liverpool
Liverpool
score.
go score.
So Bournemouth to score, Liverpool to score. So
Both teams to score.
Both teams score.
All right. There's Arsenal versus Manchester City.
Straight win for Arsenal now.
Your voice even come low.
Straight win.
Don't mind now. Over
I beg you.
over 1.5.
Mamouche. Or do we do
Both teams to score. Both teams
to score or over 2.5.
Yes.
I don't think both teams to score will fly in that match. I think it's a clean sheet match for anybody that wins that match.
No mind this. No
But
mind
then
someone.
Arsenal will win. But if you want to do both teams to score, it's at your own peril.
Oh,
I'd rather
no,
do
no,
goals like-
Both teams to score
Or
over 2.5.
all
Yes,
right.
yes.
Both teams to score
Sawadinho,
over
don't kill
2.5.
you.
I'm telling you before,
Then
now
there's
3-0.
Barcelona versus Alaves. This one over
Over
5 points.
2.5. Barcelona to win, over 2.5.
Okay, over 2.5. Juventus versus Empoli.
Straight win, Juve.
Straight win Juventus. Roma versus Napoli.
Both teams to score.
Lukaku go score penalty.
Both teams to score.
Both teams to score.
I'll be over one.
Roma.
Over one to be on the safe
1.5.
side.
Okay, over 1.5.
safe.
Then Bayern versus Holstein Kiel.
No,
Straight
like
win,
two
over
goals.
14.5.
That's like 2-3 goals.
Bayern they struggle sometimes. So Bayern go run, score 2 goals. Then begin they play anyhow. Before you know, those people go score 1. Some cases 3-2.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're good. So
Bayern
you would
straight
see the code on the screen. Just put your money. Bet Naija, wake up to boom. May the odds be in our favor. You know, say we don't they win now.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, 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 boom. Welcome to Prediction Guru, where all you need to do is to predict correctly the outcome of the games I am going to give to you. Una know say before, we'll give una 5 games. Cause say make una predict the correct score line. This time, Bet Naija talk say, we want people to win now. What are we doing with all this money? What are we doing with all these gift items? What are we doing with all this branded merchandise? We want to give it out to our loyal punters. Now, what did Bet Naija do? They can't reduce from 5 to only 3 games. So what did I go do? Now to give you 3 games. And this time around, all you need to do now to tell me the correct outcome. Very simple. Whether the game go be win, whether it go be loss, whether it go be draw. Really very, very simple. And if you get them and you are selected, you are going to be a lucky winner. Oh yeah, go predict the correct outcome of these games. Win, loss, or draw. Arsenal versus Manchester City. AC Milan versus Inter Milan. And Roma versus Napoli. These 3 games. Arsenal, Man City, AC Inter Milan, Roma, Napoli. Just tell me whether it go be win, it go be loss, or it go be draw, and you go win. Go there and predict. Prediction Guru. Prediction Guru. Prediction Guru. Go and predict and win. So it's a wrap on the Home Turf Podcast brought to you by Bet Naija, your home of Bet Boom. Thank you so much, Sawadinho. Thank you so much, Joyce. Thank you so much, Oganla. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, subscribe on YouTube. And if you want to put your money, please bet responsibly. I want to thank Bet Naija Foundation for the support they do. God go bless you now. Bet Naija Foundation, betting on you and transforming lives. Boom!
Boom!